Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Dan. Today we're going to be talking once more about Ideanomics as a quick update. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, and leave notifications on. If you'd like to watch my previous series on this one, you'll find the last video in the description below. Let's jump right into this one. So, Ideanomics. I've broken this one into a little bit of a due diligence and then technical analysis, followed by what I think is going to happen in the next few days or weeks. So Ideanomics, this one has multiple different portfolios. If you haven't seen it before, their company's portfolio continues to expand, whether it is in Fintech or in EV. Some of the names they have under them right now: Wave, Tree Electric, Timius, SolidTrack, Logistorm, Liquify, Intelligenta, and Dbot. Now, in terms of events, we don't have anything coming up in February yet, neither of March. Some of the SEC filings have been focused on, for instance, the latest acquisition, which is Wave, Wireless Advanced Vehicle Electrification System, which IDEX or Ideanomics acquired 100% of them. The next is their convertible notes that had a no fixed conversion price at $4.95. There was $80 million there at face value for YA to Penn. Here we get to see a bit more of the details about the basic note conversions and the amount of registrations being around just thousands. Next, we already know that the Technology Metals Market Limited, with safe, simple agreement for future equity, there was around £1.5 million investment there as well. And you get to see Ideanomics has turned itself from where it was a couple of years ago to more of a holding company where they'd have different acquisitions underneath them and different transactions. Now, this was the latest newsletter. I did go through this one before, and in terms of new press, I don't find anything there. Now, I do have a bit of more speculations to do. Just before doing so, we need to quickly look into institutional buyers. On institutional level, we get to see that Advanced Capital seems they might have taken a position. It's not clear. Institutional buyers seem to be very bullish on this one, including with Goldman Sachs adding in a position, which is a massive bullish thing. In terms of financials and statistics, what we get to see here is that they have a $1.7 billion market cap. Statistics wise, we get to see that, well, yes, they might be a little bit different than some companies there. Statistics loading up, around 108 price over sales. The price over book is around 1644. Now, even when you go to stuff like, let's say, Tesla and all these kind of different companies, right now the price over book of around 30 or 40 is normal. The average of SP 500 is almost around 3. So yes, it is overvalued in that sense. But let's be realistic, this one is trading on intrinsic future value rather than what the book value is right now. Now, there was a lot of price points and price targets of around $5. You get to see that the revenues has been increasing exponentially, and that's an amazing thing. And if we were to just imply an intrinsic value, I think that $5 price target, after it's been achieved, a lot of people coming in next will have another price target. I'll refer a bit more into that in a second. Now, if you haven't done so, please make sure to actually subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps my channel a lot. If you'd like to join our Discord channel, you can go ahead. It's more of a chat room. So on technical analysis point of view, on a 1 week perspective, the 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, really bullish, 313 over 225. Now, that's the trading action zone. Once it drops below there or within there, you can start expecting positive reversals. The price point off the 50 SMA is 147, and that is more of a cushion for the price point. Now, on the IDEX, it shows in that there is a potential for a negative reversal to happen at some point or a pullback. William %R shows it's overbought. MACD still looks really strong, and so does momentum. On a 1 day perspective, things look a little bit different in that it is, in William %R, one of the most oversold it's ever been. Momentum is slipping up to 0.51, and MACD is attempting a negative reversal here. It's actually on par to going on there. So if Tuesday isn't green, that negative reversal or pullback will be continuing on and seen through. Now, in the trading action zone between 484 and 390, that's where you expect positive reversals. And you see it's actually dipped right onto there. So it's in a very critical time at the time being. 50 SMA is above 200 SMA, and that's bullish. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, we get to see that the 30 SMA is above the 10 SMA, and that's a bearish trading action zone. You can expect negative reversals to occur in here, but the MACD looks like it's attempting to break this negative reversal that happened on the 10th and fell from 539 to 428. It's just a bit more of a sensitive situation. The current time being, if it does break the $5 again, it will become again bullish, 506 specifically, and 486. So the first price point where it becomes a little bit more bullish is the 487, followed by that is the 507. Now, on the moving averages, you get to see that this one is trading within. It's expected to trade within 466 on the top, 423 in the middle, and 381 in the bottom. Stochastic fast, stochastic slow are both showing a pullback is potentially going to be seen here. Perhaps just a little bit further off if a pullback can be seen. Now, the next thing here is this trend line that I drew before, and I told you be careful if it does break this trend line, it might fall further. And it did actually break that trend line around 507 on the 10th of February, and then tanked really down to 430. Now, don't get scared yet. I'm going to explain a little bit of where are the points of supports and resistances that I'm looking for, and perhaps another price target that I'm looking for the future. Fibonacci retracement shows a significant support at 440, 352, 290, 228, and 151. Significant resistance sits at 553. Now, if we were to go ahead and do price line actions, we get to see that there is a very strong support at the 455, 425, 386, 354, 299, 258. You're looking down to 202, and then 174, followed by 140. Significant resistances, you're looking at only a few. Maybe the $5 mark or 503, followed by the 550. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen next? Well, this channel that was actually drawn here, I'm a bit disappointed that it kind of broke down. Talking about this one here. But technically, we can try to draw something like this here. And we get to see that it has one day off that channel, and I expect it to perhaps jump back into that channel. Generally speaking, I've seen a lot of different stocks that don't even have the value of Ideanomics reach to 12, 15 bucks with market caps in the billions on nothing, on fumes. And Ideanomics, I think their next move, and this is more of just a prediction and speculation because they're very much on par trying to get into the hype trains and try to get into what's hot in the market. And I think that the next acquisition would probably be something related to Bitcoin into the Fintech. Remember, they have EV and Fintech. And in Fintech, one of the things that they're actually missing is either Bitcoin mining or just Bitcoin holdings or anything related to cryptocurrency. And I think that is perhaps the next move. That would be my speculations, and if they do that, they will actually be rising up once more into perhaps another push, and then $7 would probably be seen. What do you think about that sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.